Hi, I'm Jolene from San Diego, and this is my friend Heather, and she's on the summer missions team with us. And Heather has a great just example of how kids' sports activities don't just have to be about kids' sports activities, that you can actually intentionally build relationships with families and friends on the sports team, and really just use that as an opportunity to share the love of Christ with people. So Heather, why don't you share a little background about your kids' sports teams and then what happened recently?
Okay, I'm a mom of 4 kids, and summer missions happened to hit right when the All-Stars team was going on. So we were like, hey, we're jumping in anyways. And so we had a bunch of games, bunch of practices, and lots of intentional time. And we just took that as an opportunity to say, hey, how can we really focus on these families and try to talk about, engage them more than just with this, the typical what's going on the field. So we decided to throw out an idea of trying to get the team together at our community pool, and I gave them about 24 hours notice, and the whole team showed up. It was a really fun event. I put a 2-hour limit on it, and people were there till 8 o'clock at night. So, and it was just one of those things we prayed over, that it would just be, there would be joy, like people would want to connect, and God completely answered those prayers, and we were looking forward to, continuing those conversations and being, those friendships into the next season.
Awesome.
We also have a coach that helps with pitching and hitting, and as many people in this sport do. And this private coach, he works out of his home, and his wife is always there with her 3 children. And so on our way to our lesson this week, I was praying with the kids, and we were just praying that his wife would actually come out with her kids and we could engage and have a good conversation. And to our understanding that we don't think that they're believers, but we prayed, and when we got there, she's never outside, and they came out and they hung out with us for the whole entire hour. We had really meaningful conversations, and we ended up trying to get our little ones on the same t-ball team, and it was just, we left, and one of my daughters was like, oh my goodness, the Lord just answered that prayer, and look at all that conversation we had. And it was great. It was really neat to see how the Lord uses these things that may seem just like a routine thing if the kids' sports are a private lesson, but there's always he's always working behind the scenes. So
that's awesome. I love that, because all of us parents have we have things that we do with our family, like sports or hobbies, or even running errands, or taking our kids to school, and we can think oh, this is just our mundane routine or whatever, and not allow God to be in part of all of our life, every area of our life. So I just love that Heather and her whole family are seeing that this sports team, these are people that God's placed them in the middle of, that they can love the Lord with all their heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love their neighbor as themselves, and that includes their baseball team. And that they can help their kids learn how to engage and build relationships and love the people on their team and the families. And so it's been really exciting to hear how excited Heather is just about sports. And so it's not just about sports, it's a whole picture of how God wants to make us a light wherever we are. So be praying for Heather and her sports team, and we'll look forward to hearing more stories from you and sharing more stories about what God does on our team. All right, thanks everybody. We'll see you later.